Yeah. All right. So after 10 years of smoking weed, right, I've came to the conclusion that I wish I never started. Now, it seems fun, right? Like they make it look so great and so fun to do. And then it's like it feels good at times, like it feels really good to smoke sometimes. But then it be those days where you smoke weed and you feel like you're missing something, like it feel like you losing part of your brain or something. Like, you know what I mean? And only real weed smokers will understand what I'm saying when I say that. And if you're not a real weed smoker, it's a good thing. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm gonna tell you right now that you don't want no smoke. You don't want no smoke, bro. I'm telling you, you don't want no smoke. That's why I'm happy that my younger brother is an athlete. Cause if you get into athletics early on in life, it'll keep you from exploring down that path because you'll be worried about your insides and being able to breathe and how fast you can go and you know what I mean, your lung capacity. You'll be way more smart about your lung capacity. Now, I didn't only smoke cigarettes. I smoked cigarettes and weed. You know what I mean? And I said it like that on purpose because that shit is serious. I'm not here to complain about my physical ability. I'm here to let you know that smoking is a waste of time. Like all the minutes and the hours that you spent getting high or just simply smoking, period, you could have been working out. And that's just one way to look at it. Not only could you have been working out, but you also could have been learning. You could have been downloading information that would help you progress into the future instead of just burning plants. And you know what I mean? Because it's all plants. It's all plants. Even tobacco's a plant. You know what I mean? So it's like you just gotta look at it for what it is. Like you hear it on a rap song, or you'll see it in a movie, and you'll feel like that's the thing to do. But I'm telling you, it's not. I'm telling you, it's not. It's way worse than what it seems. Like, and don't get me wrong. Moderation is key. If you are a weed smoker or a cigarette smoker, if you understand moderation, then you'll be all right. You know what I mean, if you understand smoking every Friday, and that's the only day that you smoke or something like that. If you smoke every Friday and you only take a hit of the blunt, you don't even, you know what I mean? And that sounds hard because some people go to the max each and every time that they smoke. They'll roll up a fat ass blunt, maybe two or three, and smoke multiple times throughout the day. And I do not recommend that shit at all because you're just wasting your money for one. You know what I mean? Because you probably healthy. You probably don't have cancer or nothing, so you really don't need to smoke the weed. You just want to smoke the weed for recreational purposes. You know what I mean? Now, if you're rich, I still wouldn't recommend to sit there getting high all the time. But you have the means to do it. But as you sit there and smoke, and it actually affects your brain. Like no matter how much we want to say that weed's the healthiest thing on earth and it cures all diseases, and because there's those of us who have a hippie love for weed, like we love weed to the core, to the max, to the point where I could get assassinated for even making this video. I can get assassinated for putting a stain on weed. You feel me? Which is kind of me over exaggerating, but you catch my drift. People love weed to the point where you can't say nothing bad about it. And they'll never say anything bad about it. They'll only be in denial. Keep it real. It's like being in denial. So like don't smoke weed If you're not already smoking weed, don't smoke weed. If you are smoking weed, moderate that shit to the maximum. Give yourself 1 day out the week to smoke weed and limit the amount of smoke that you're smoking because you really don't want no smoke. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I don't get it twisted. There's some people who wait. Because let's say there's a person who started smoking at 12, yeah. And then there's a person who started smoking at 18. You know what I mean? Then there's somebody who waited until after college and smoked. And what's the difference between all three of them? Smoking weed makes it hard to retain information. Retain. So you ever heard the word contain? It's like you got a container. It's something to put something in. Retain is like remember, re-put together, retain. It makes it harder to download information, period. You'll sit there forgetting where you just put something. Like, don't be somebody who wears glasses and you smoke weed. You'll always forget where your glasses are, even though they're on your face. So, like, I'm telling you, this is for future generations. Do not smoke weed. Like, one good thing that I did for my younger brother, happily he's an athlete already. So he made my job easier. But I would let him know about the bad effects of drinking and smoking. I let him know early in his life. He's only 13 right now. And I let him know about this stuff ever since he was 7. Been letting him know, like, you don't want to do this. It's bad for you. It's hurting me, and I'm addicted to it. Stay away from this. You don't want this type of lifestyle. And he caught wind of that shit. Like, he gets on his friends because all the kids is watching these videos and doing a lot of the dumbest shit that they could ever do, just based upon what somebody else said. But he checks his friends. Like, he won't hang out with anybody that's smoking, especially if they're already smoking at 13 years old. You know what I mean? Like, he don't conjugate. He segregates himself from smokers. I'm the only smoker that he fuck with. I mean, me and my younger brother, cause he has more than one brother. But like I'm saying, like, he literally only accepts his family that does this shit, and he stays away from us. You know what I mean? But he still love us. But he don't fuck with nobody that smoke. And I feel bad because now there's a lot of people out there that won't get to experience my little brother's love. But he needs to save himself. He can't go around saving everybody else. So I'm happy about that. Like, I'm really happy about that. Enough to cry. But it's early in the morning right now, so I don't feel like doing all that. But, like, yeah, y'all don't want to smoke. Like, there's so many bad effects when it comes to smoking. And your memory is one of them. It's like having dementia at an early ass age. Like, you'll put something down somewhere, then walk downstairs and then be like, where did I put that? You'll be asking, like, where's my phone at? Where's my keys? Where's my wallet? Where you'll always be asking that shit. I tell you, y'all don't want no smoke.